PD Beats here from Pop Turn. Speaking to Bardia Seiri about Incoming and dropping globally on Netflix August 23rd. Welcome to the show, man. Thanks so much for being here.
I'm happy to be here.
Oh, man, this movie is so good. I had so much fun. There's so many laughs. I can't even imagine filming some of these scenes. I want to know about the audition process. Like, did you audition for Koosh? Like, what was that like for you specifically?
Definitely stressful, but super fun
Yeah.
because I got to meet a lot of producers. I got to meet the directors, but the audition process, the callbacks were definitely stressful
Yeah.
because the more callbacks you get, the more filtered down the people get, and it gets stressful.
Did
But
you
it was
know
fun.
about the hair that your character would have?
I did not, but it was definitely a surprise because they got me to set and they did a few hairstyles, but I honestly liked it. It fit the character really well.
Absolutely. How much did they kind of tell you about this character, like specifically? Like you're reading like the sides and everything, but like, do you know a lot about it, like at the get go, or like just a little bit? Like, do you know it's incoming? Like, how much do you know?
So, well, I got the full script,
Okay.
and I think I read the script like maybe 2 or 3 times
Okay.
before we actually started shooting. And I read some of my Kush's characteristics
Mhm.
and bio, and I just got into the character because I read everyone else's lines too. And when I read the full movie, I can get into the character and see what happens in that scene and see what
Yeah.
happens before that scene.
Yeah, absolutely. I find it very interesting with your character, and I don't want to go into big spoilers or anything, but you'll understand what I mean. Is like, there's the party, and then there's, the other side of things, like the whole driving, the Uber with the Tesla. But I feel like your character has a lot more kind of like in terms of filming it, like scenes, like different scenarios, right? There's like the security room and the hot tub and everything. What was that like for you, knowing that Kush was going to have so many different scenarios and different scenes and settings? Like, I'm just curious from an acting perspective.
I was definitely excited because this is uh this is one of my big gigs, and this one I could really branch out, and these scenes were so different and so unique,
Yep.
and I could just be this same character
Mhm.
but a different way in every scene, and all these scenes are completely different, like the security scene and the spa scene. All these are completely different.
Yes, absolutely. And again, it's so hard because like I don't want to go into spoilers. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Um, how was it filming some of those like school scenes? Everyone talking to, like about the party and everything. Like, what were those like with everyone? With Mason, Raphael, what was that like for you specifically?
Those were our first scenes together.
Wow.
So yeah, I was kind of happy that we did that first because it was the first day of school and everyone was nervous, and also this was our first time actually playing with each other.
Yeah.
Um, but I really enjoyed it, and it was in a real school,
Mm-hmm.
so I got into the feeling, I got the atmosphere, and it really helped me push through.
Absolutely. What can you tell me about filming like the social media, like live kind of clips about like the party and everything? Like, what was that like? Because I'm wondering,
Oh,
like, there's a lot. There was a lot of stuff. There was like your character in the screen room the whole time. There was the spa. There's the social media. There's like you and your brother. Like you had a lot of scenes. Like I'm just curious, what was that like? Was there stuff packed into like certain days, or were there certain scenes just dedicated just to those scenes, so to speak?
they were shot in like the places we were. Like, if we were gonna shoot
Okay.
the social media clips, we
Yes.
did it in the same day. We were shooting the same scenes in that location.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because like that. So was that basically the security? Was that you just basically at a security camera area for like most of the day? Basically, was it pretty much that or?
Yeah, if for one of the scenes where I'm talking to my phone in the car, we did a car scene, and right after that I did it right then and there.
Yep.
And then there was another one where I'm sitting in my room.
Mhm.
That day was the security scene, and
Okay.
it was a different set.
Do you do a lot of research about the genre or like like the fact that it is like, a lot of the incredible people behind, like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and then there's all those amazing kind of like movies like Super Bad, Good Boys, right? Going back, like Can't Hardly Wait, American Pie, like all those. Do you do research and kind of look into those a little bit, or like just kind of online and everything? Maybe not watch them, but like kind of look, like do a bit of research about some stuff, or not really?
Definitely my approach to researching is not mostly reading, but actually watching the films.
Yeah.
Like when I found out I was working with Dave and John,
Yeah.
I went and watched The Mick
Okay.
to
Yeah.
see how their idea of comedy was.
Mhm.
And then it's a coming of age movie. So
Yeah.
I watched Good Boys and I watched Superbad.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched American Pie, but I've watched those two. Those are my favorite ones.
Super bad. So good.
And
There's definitely the movie like Incoming. It's so out of control at sometimes, Barney, because it's like it's so quick. Did it feel quick filming some of it? Like some of like the back and forth, the banter with everyone, right? Is so fast. Like what was it like pace wise filming a lot of those scenes?
I definitely really like the
Yeah.
fastness of it because the fastness with comedy, it kind of makes it funnier when it's
Mhm.
faster. The jokes, the jabs, or it just makes it funnier when it's in a fast pace.
Mhm.
But definitely during the shoot, it was definitely fast. You got to pick up the
Mhm.
pace a little bit, but also you got to act. You got to
Oh,
show.
Kush is kind of the worst, kind of.
Oh yeah.
Like, sorry, like you're probably like, thank you. That was the point. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. He's kind of the
I was
worst.
waiting for someone to say that. Yeah, I was waiting for someone
He's the
because
worst.
yeah, what you said about Superbad, definitely I'm more of like a McLovin.
Yes.
I'm kind of like the outcast of the group, but also I want to get into the group, but I
Yeah.
also want to, make new friends in this high school. And it's kind of weird. I had to find a middle ground for him.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, you did such a good. I mean, I feel like that was the point. Like, I feel like people are gonna agree. Like, he means well at times, but no, like it's just a train wreck for Kush at times.
It was definitely fun though. It was definitely really fun.
Absolutely. I'm just curious because so much happens before you go to camera on Incoming, right? You're figuring everything out. You're doing table reads. You're having zooms. You're discussing everything. You're discussing that amazing potential hairstyle and all the hair
Yeah.
gel. How much hair gel was that? It was a lot of hair gel, right?
It was I think it was texture powder.
Okay, so it was a lot of
Yeah.
texture powder. It
Oh, it
seemed
was
like.
it was definitely if I'm remembering right, it was a mixture of like some kind of like gel and texture powder to
Yeah.
hold it, but it was definitely a lot
I know
just
what
for
I'm
the hair.
gonna do for this part of this interview when I edit it. I'm gonna take the still off of Gooch and like just like zoom in on the hair. But anyway, getting back to my question, there's so much that happens right before you actually film it. So, from an acting storyteller perspective, Barney, you can see it as two journeys, right? Before filming something and after filming something, or do you see it as one big journey with multiple steps? I'm curious about it.
I definitely split it into two, pre-production and production.
Yep.
Uh, Definitely my pre-production is the researching, like reading, watching the movies, watching the director's uh works,
Yep.
projects. But definitely when you get to the actual set, it's the hair, it's the clothes. I had to try on so many different designer clothes that I've never tried before in my life.
Yeah.
But it definitely fit my character really well. The table reads
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
helped a
So
lot.
it's like
We had
separate.
two.
And then this is like a third journey of like the press and like the movie coming out and everything, if you think about
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
exactly.
That hair is out of control. I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about it now. It's so funny, this movie, and you laugh all the time, and it's just really laugh out loud funny. So I'm just curious. I feel like as an actor, maybe you try not to do this, but like, are you ever conscious of the audience member, like watching Incoming while you're making it and like certain scenes, or does that kind of happen a little bit after you wrap? I'm curious about that.
It's definitely a little bit of both. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I'm doing some scenes, then I'm like, maybe this isn't really a scene. Maybe I should play it a little differently. Maybe the audience might like it like this. But I try to also be myself just so I can get the real me, but then also the audience likes it as well.
Mhm. And then the big question when this comes out is was this your party? Was it your character's party? He definitely thinks it was his party, but I don't know if it was.
I still think to this day, Kush still thinks it's his party.
It's
Um,
both of ours. I just love that was the best part of your that was and credit to you, man. Like, from an actor perspective, it was great. The consistency of the it's both of ours. It's a collaboration. It's a team. We're a team. Like you're so into it.
no, yeah, definitely. It's I still subconsciously, it's still I still think it's my party,
Yeah.
but it was great.
So you read the whole script, but does it kind of like that script, the screen journey is really cool, right? Because so much kind of changes before you go to camera, and then it's a lot of things you read might look different and are elevated when you go film it. Like, what's that like for you? Like seeing kind of like the house party scenes come to life and like seeing kind of like all the action and like, what is that like for you specifically? Like seeing that script to screen journey for this?
Definitely. For when I was reading the script in my head, I did not think the party would be that huge. John and Dave's imagination is really, really big, and it showed in the party scenes, definitely. Yeah. But I was surprised. And also when we're actually shooting and when I'm in front of camera, I'm always wondering what I look like behind the camera, and it's completely different than what I think when I actually see it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Releasing globally on Netflix like August 23rd, isn't that crazy? Like it's calm before the storm, isn't it nuts?
It's definitely a huge.
Are you getting prepared? I mean, like, are you like thinking like is it starting to kind of sink in that people are going to be able to see what you worked on?
I think it's synced in that this was going to be pretty huge when when we finished the movie and I watched that.
August 23rd, worldwide on Netflix. That is incoming. You play Koosh. Bardia, so great chatting with you, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Your Instagram account is just your name, eh? People want to keep up to date with everything?
Yeah, exactly. It's just Bardia Seiri. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, this has been Pop Turn. YouTube.com/Pop Turn for previous episodes. Bardia Seiri could be seen as Koosh in Incoming, August 23rd, globally on Netflix. Till next time, it's Bardia and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.